Let's get recording.
Let's try and up the energy here, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from tbriz Studios, it's the Adult Baby Show.
Yes.
Yeah, we are back.
I played the roaring crowd soundbite that time, guys. The roaring crowd.
They were coming out in droves.
How does that help? Chick says right before the show, we're sitting around here, we're talking. Before we do hit the record button, we talk to each other. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? Like, kind of throw around some stories, see what sticks and what plays. And we're just sitting here talking. And, well, we know that Chick is stoned.
Yeah. He's got a device.
He's got a device
on his chest.
Right. You can see it on the YouTube if you're watching. What do they call that? A weed pen or a pot pen or oil pen?
Oil, yeah.
It's just oil. But so he's all like,
THC oil. Oh, I love you.
the way you were just talking is pretty much actually the way we were all just having a conversation.
We were all just sitting there like,
so what are we going to talk about, guys? Actually,
let me regroup myself.
The last thing we talked about before I hit the record button was me like telling a long story, and the story ended with this sentence. So that's why I'm going to therapy now, guys.
That's exactly how it ended.
And then I go, all right, should we start? Should we start recording this episode?
Yeah,
Chick goes
very low energy.
Chick goes, we really need to up the energy for this show.
I think those are interesting though. I like to talk to you about
great
that stuff.
off-air talk.
Good off-air stuff.
We got that out of the way. That's why I played this soundbite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't even do a sound check. Right?
We didn't. But here
fine.
on my little interface,
Yeah.
I can see the bars moving when we talk. Go ahead.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Let's do a sound check real quick. Chick, go ahead and talk.
Check.
All right, B, go ahead and talk.
Meow, meow, meow.
All right. That was me. All right. Yeah.
So
we're
introduce
good.
us,
Sound
bro.
checking.
We don't have
Oh,
time.
yeah.
We gotta make this one drag on.
Welcome to the Adult Baby Show. We are your hosts, I'm tbriz.
I'm B.
And I'm Chick.
And we
Tommy
do this,
Snack Packs.
Tommy Snack Packs. We do this weekly podcast
snack
every
packs.
week for about an hour where we just talk about shit that's going on in our lives, stories from our past. We put a little perspective on it, as immature as it sometimes may be.
Yep.
But sometimes it's not so immature. Sometimes we get very deep and philosophical, and we're learning
We'll just educate people.
We're
about
learning.
life.
We're learning about life. We're learning about each other. We're taking it day by day.
Right. Well, this
Step by step, day by day.
keep it going. I was
I
feeling
forgot the
that.
rest of it. I forgot the rest of
The
it.
people we want, the people we say.
Step
Make
by
it
step.
better. Wait, we know the second time around.
What's the roller coaster they're on in that
I think it's
one?
a Wisconsin roller coaster.
Wisconsin. That show takes place in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You
I
lying?
loved that show.
I'm
Who's the guy who lived outside?
In the van, dude. How come you read
man.
my mind every time?
know.
we're talking
I was
about
actually
this?
thinking the
Who's
same
the guy
thing.
who lived
Jake?
No.
Jake,
Cody?
Cody.
Yeah, it's Cody.
Those are from the days. Now, this type of conversation will date us. There's an age limit to understanding what we are talking about, because I don't know that in our era when we grew up, when we were in elementary school on Friday nights.
This was part of TGIF, right?
TGIF, thank God it's Friday, ABC Family sort of equivalent from back then, and it was a big event. They had
It was. I loved it.
the television shows that I remember being on that were Full House,
Yep. Mm-hmm. Step by step.
Step by Step. What's the one with Steve Urkel?
Family Matters.
Family Matters. Hey, Laura, I love cheese. Remember? Dude, I was
Great. I
such
love Family Matters.
I was such a dork that I had this. One of my favorite T-shirts was a Steve Urkel T-shirt.
Did you really?
Where he was, he had his two thumbs through his suspenders and he was pulling them all the way
my
out.
God.
And he was doing that weird.
Oh, yes,
you know how
I know,
He
yeah.
would stand
With
with
like
his
that arched back,
raised arched
like,
back
yeah.
and his pelvis thrust forward. And it had all his catchphrases written around him, like "I love cheese."
Did I do that?
Did I do that? Oh, Laura, my sweet, and all that.
I always
Remember
liked
when he-
Laura's friend. She was pretty cute.
Yeah.
I think so.
The one that dated Steve?
Yes, the one that Steve's crushed. I always thought she was cute.
It was Miriam or
I don't remember her name. And I loved
Myrtle. Wasn't it Myrtle?
Yeah, and I loved the sisters on Step by Step.
I don't remember that.
They had the blonde and the brunette, and they were both very good looking.
What was the?
I don't remember their names.
Wait,
though.
what?
On Step by Step.
Oh, I thought we were on Family Matters.
No, I was talking about both.
We're
I said
all over the
Mira,
place.
and then I went to both. We're on TGIF.
Oh,
as a whole.
okay, yeah.
Boy Meets World. Wasn't Boy Meets World on there for a while?
It was.
Yes.
I don't remember the 4 show. It was 4, right? It was 8 to 10.
Fred Savage's younger brother, Ben Savage.
Yep.
Yep.
And what was the kid's name who was like the badass in a leather jacket?
Oh, Roar. No, Roar. Corey was the main guy.
Corey was
In
the
what,
main
in
guy.
what show?
Seth.
In Step by Step?
No, he's talking
Now
about
we're talking about Boy Meets World. Keep up, B.
Topanga.
Oh.
I love Topanga. I love
Topanga.
Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney.
Sean. That guy's name was Sean.
I knew it was with an
yeah.
S. I was pretty close.
Whoa, look at you.
What was the nerdy kid's name? Pinkus?
Pinkus.
Oh,
Dingus or some
Dingus.
shit?
They used to call him Dingus. I
Did
think.
they?
Dingus?
I don't know.
You're making half of this shit up. Half of these are made up memories
Did
of
you guys
how we
watch
remember.
the new Fuller House?
I watched
It's on Netflix.
I watched like a
Yeah, I
couple
haven't
episodes.
watched it yet. I feel like I should because it's just like a nostalgic part of my life. You watch Full House growing
It
up.
was all right. I watched a couple episodes.
I watched the first episode because that's the one where they had Bob Saget
Yeah.
was on it. Was
Yeah.
Bob Saget on it? Uncle
course.
Jesse was
Danny
on
Tanner.
it.
Saget was the man.
They basically brought back the uncles and the dad and just for the one episode to kind of explain the
Wait,
series.
they're not in the whole show?
No, it was,
No.
they were. Well,
They're in some
they pop in
episodes.
every now and then, but it's focused on DJ Tanner and Stephanie Tanner, Kimmy Gibbler,
Kimmy Gibbler.
the
She was
Gibbs.
a fucking cock
and
gobbler.
and I think they explain why the Olsen twins characters, Michelle, aren't on the show. Like, oh, they have busier things to do, or something like that. Like, kind of like a true to life joke about
Yeah.
them because.
There's Elizabeth Olsen's my favorite Olsen. She's the new actress. She was in.
She's not related to the Olsen
Yes, she
twins,
is.
she?
She's her sister.
Oh, she is?
Really?
Yeah, she's
Wow, that's a
fucking
talented
gorgeous.
family.
What does she do? What is she on?
She's an actress. She was in. What the fuck was the name of it? She was in a couple horrors that just came out. She was in Hold on.
Yeah. All right. Everybody
Yeah.
just
Everybody-
sit tight.
everybody just
while
take-
we,
Dude, I'm
while
terrible.
he gets his phone
Wind
out
River
and looks this up.
Wind River.
Yeah.
That's it. The one that just.
You
was
know
like-
what? Thanks. That was worth waiting for.
Fuck you. But no,
Yeah.
she's great. I love her.
Yeah.
But anyway, I also I saw
know-
a thing on Facebook for. You guys watch Eureka's Castle when you were real young?
I never watched that, but I remember it.
That was a Nickelodeon one.
Yeah, I remember staying home sick and watching that
I
once or
love
twice.
that show.
Yeah, you
Big
would.
like monster or something in
Yeah,
there.
it was just like monsters, and I don't even know what it
Yeah.
was. It was like a kid. It was, in
Was that like a
kindergarten.
Jim
I loved it.
Henson? Another Jim Henson?
I don't know if
puppet?
Jim Henson did that. To be honest,
You know what I loved was Fraggle Rock. You guys remember that?
Fraggle Rock.
Well, what I wanted to mention was I don't even remember how we started talking about this.
TGIF, because we started singing Step by Step,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
we
yeah,
added
yeah.
the TGIF.
So
So it was
now-
like the Are You Afraid of the Dark?
And I was
Ooh.
saying how this is dating us, and there's a certain I don't know what age it is, but if somebody listening is below that age, they're probably like,
No
"What the
idea.
fuck
Yeah.
are these guys?" Maybe they know about Fuller House because it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they actually watch it,
Well, that
but
was also syndicated. I feel like everybody knows it. And Boy Meets World are probably two of the people.
And
know
Boy
about.
Meets World became Girl Meets World or something like that. Or they had a kid,
Yeah.
and they had a spin-off that I think lasted a couple seasons.
Was
recently.
Topanga on that one as an older
Yeah.
one? Oh, I gotta look at
It was
see
Topanga and Corey got married. and
I'm
then,
raising my eyebrows and to check
what?
right now, like, huh?
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah,
became a drug addict.
I don't know what happened to Sean.
That's where it always pictured. Like his dad was always in and out of jail, and he
He
was
started
like,
living with
He
his
wore a
teacher.
leather jacket. He just felt like he was a badass.
Yeah, didn't he like carry a knife to school one day or something?
Yeah.
If he didn't, he was definitely the equivalent of the kid in real life that did that
Yeah,
in elementary
exactly.
school. He
And
showed
then he
up with a
moved
knife.
in with the math teacher.
He moved in with Feeney?
No, maybe it wasn't. He moved in with the cool teacher with the long hair. Also wore a leather coat.
Yeah, the dude, the motorcycle
Yeah.
riding guy.
Some weird stuff.
Are
Yeah,
You Afraid of
the
Dark
kind of
was a
stuff
great
that,
one.
like,
Remember Zeke the plumber from Are You Afraid of the Dark? That one really scared
Oh,
me.
yeah, that was Nick at Night. There was a bunch of good shows on that, too.
Yeah, anybody that's 20 years or younger just turned off the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. I don't know any of this shit.
I don't know who these guys.
Guys, go look that up. No.
Look it up.
So, but I was wondering, we had that, right? Friday night we had TGIF. This is what stay home.
Yeah.
At that age where
I love that.
didn't really go out after school.
Yeah, you just watched
Looked
that shit.
forward to watching stuff. But now, what do kids watch? Is there the equivalent of that for a Friday night thing? Like, because
Yeah, there's
things
still
have changed.
stuff. I feel. You know what?
I'm
That's
really
know.
dating ourselves, but things have changed because now online gaming. I would think if I was at the age that I was watching TGIF and online gaming existed, I'd probably be doing that instead. Hanging out with my friends with the headphones
Yeah.
on, playing like
Would you
Call
have
of Duty
all
or
that
something.
stuff though? I mean, at certain ages, there was a point where I feel like in those times we were almost too young to be getting really heavy into gaming. You were in like kindergarten.
Dude, you'd be surprised. There's a game out there right
well,
now.
now kids, you're right. They're starting super early.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
You ever hear the game
That's
Fortnite?
all I ever hear, and I don't know what it is.
You don't know what Fortnite is?
No, I've heard of
Took
it a
over
bunch
for
of times.
Clash of the Clans.
No. Well,
No?
maybe it did because it's actually this
Do
is
you play it?
one of the things about I've played it. I've
Is it
played
good?
So it's free. It's a free to play game.
Yeah, it's like a downloadable game, right?
Now you can download it on PlayStation 4. You can play it on mobile. You can play it on Nintendo Switch. You can play it on Xbox. And this is, I believe, the very first game that's enabling cross-play. So if you have Xbox and I have PlayStation,
Oh.
I think PlayStation wasn't doing it for a while. They were trying to be like greedy, money
Fuck
hungry,
you,
like
yeah.
fuck everyone else.
Maybe
But
they
now-
just don't dip their controllers in other people's
vaginas,
Controller sockets.
sockets.
controller holes.
Yeah.
But so it's taken off. It's really big. I played it. It's
What
a fun
happens
game.
in it? What do you do? in
It's a shooter game. You shoot things, but it's like cartoony.
It's so stupid.
So you, I love when Chic gives that review.
It's so,
So fucking stupid.
It sucks.
It does suck. I played a lot of games, and that one sucks.
Well, you run around and
Graphics aren't
you
even
shoot.
good.
You first of all, there's this huge bus that
Okay.
flies in from the top of the sky over a map, and then all of a sudden they drop everybody in the game out of the bus, and there's 100 people playing this game at once. So you're getting dropped into this big island of a map with 100 people, 99 other people, and you fly down, you pull a parachute out, you land, and the first thing you have to do is look for a weapon. Or if you see somebody else, you land with
Kill them and take theirs.
yeah, you have a pickaxe, so you can swing.
Got a lot of axe talk.
There's that axe again.
There's the
There's
axe,
that
again.
axe.
And you can swing and you can beat
Fucking
them
need to
down.
axe that game.
It's cartoonish enough that kids love it, and
Yeah, no, I get that.
and it's free. The game is free
Yeah.
to play, but they sell all sorts of
yeah.
costumes for the characters that they call camos and camouflages and
Oh,
All
there you
skins.
these
They
games
call them
have like these
skins.
buy-ons now. It's like crazy. You buy a game, even I know this one's free, but like even the games you buy, you spend so much money. I feel like by the time the game's done,
Yeah.
Right. Well, microtransactions were something that
the Call of Duty
seemed
started.
to develop or were very, very popular in mobile games at first because
You mean like apps and stuff like those? 'Cause
yeah,
you had
like
to buy,
apps, like
things?
for instance, Candy Crush Saga. You ever
Okay,
play Candy
yeah.
Crush?
Yeah.
I love Candy Crush. I'm on like level 1,100 or something like that.
Whoa.
How about you guys?
I'm not.
I stopped
zero.
playing
I
it.
never played it.
Oh, you stopped playing?
I've
Yeah, I
played,
played it
other
for a little
people's,
bit and
but
then-
I've never downloaded it and played it.
And then I stopped playing.
Yeah.
Like I tried it out and then I just never continued.
I'll never stop playing until I stop taking shits. So, so I'll always be playing. That's the game I pull out on the toilet. I don't think I play it anywhere else. But it's the reason that my legs fall asleep every time I take a shit.
Maybe you should
Because I
stop
sit there
playing.
for like 15 minutes.
That's the best.
But so I play in that game, and say you get stuck on a level and you want to buy a booster. You spend 99 cents to get this virtual booster that helps you beat the level. And that's
Before
how
you know it, you spend $300 on that game.
yeah. Once these companies figured out, holy shit, people are dumping ridiculous amounts of money into these games for cosmetic skins, for boosters, all sorts of things. It's now the AAA game industry. If you buy a game for PlayStation, that's $60. You paid for the game. But now you can buy all sorts of other shit
And you
once
have
you're in the
to,
game.
to do it, to play the game with other people, right? Like maps and stuff like that with like Call of Duty and shit.
Yeah, sometimes that's called downloadable content.
Yeah.
And expansion packs, DLCs.
Spend a ton of money on these
I'm
games.
somewhat of a gamer myself.
The game has
a little
I was
bit of a
gonna say,
I know
gamer.
you
nerd.
used to be. Are you still like heavy into it or no?
I like to play the games I like to play. If There's a poster behind me. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a Destiny poster behind me. I don't know if you guys know. That's a video game.
Yeah.
Destiny 1, I was obsessed with.
Looks like Predator.
It was a second job for me. Destiny 2, I'm waiting for November to come around. They kind of did some things I wasn't a fan of. That would be boring to talk about on this podcast, but
wait, why are you
any
waiting
Destiny
for
podcasters on there want to have me on? Let's
Out.
chat.
Destiny 3, I'm assuming.
I'm sure there is a Destiny
Well,
podcast.
no, because now Destiny is one of those games that it has a very long life cycle compared to other games. Call of Duty is a game that they release one every year, a new one.
Yeah.
Destiny came out and it lasted for 5 years because
Jesus.
they did it where they kept releasing another upgrade to the game that you could buy, and then you could buy all this other extra stuff. So people are pumping money into this shit. It's
crazy.
On top of that, actually, Chick would probably like this. There is, even in sports games, they have this now. Actually, the way they tied it in sports games, I thought was kind of cool, except for how much money it costs. They have these packs. Like, for instance, I played NHL, the NHL games.
Yeah.
I think NHL 16,
I love the FIFA
17,
and the
18.
NHL are
Yeah,
great.
FIFA. They might have this in FIFA, where it's sort of a gambling type mechanic.
Don't even tell me about this.
So you buy, well, it's
You're telling me you gamble on with people about like who's going to win the game?
They have that. They have a website called Game Battles where you can wager money on yourself winning the game. If you play Madden, you could do game battles. You could
I
play
guess we won't be
sports
seeing you
games.
for the next
Yeah.
few weeks.
Yeah, check
No, I don't even have a system right now.
That's all right. He's got to wait for his first 2 bankruptcy claims to go through
I
before
never
he
did that yet.
starts.
I wanted though. I feel like I should.
Yeah. So anyway, they have this. Remember when we were kids? Now we're dating ourselves again. Remember when we were kids?
Yeah, we are again
Well,
older kids.
you buy packs of baseball cards, packs of basketball cards. I love, as a kid, I loved to open those cards, and then you go through the pack of
Start
cards,
trading 'em.
and you'd trade them. But sometimes you'd get a card, and you'd be like, "This sucks. The whole pack sucked." But every now and then you'd get that card that only showed up in like every 20 packs, and you'd be like, "Yeah, oh." They put that in the sports games, but it's for people for your teams. So if you want to build your team, say like, I don't think
you could build it off of like player cards almost,
you
right?
could- yeah. So if say there's a secret Wayne Gretzky somewhere in the NHL game, the odds of getting him out of that virtual pack that you open
like
is like
slim to none.
1 in 100,000 or something like that. And you can pay money to keep buying packs and to keep opening packs and to open the packs and open
And so
them.
you get that old WG.
Yeah, you might not get anything, but people keep pumping money
Yeah.
into it because
Yeah.
it's number one.
It's a money grab.
I think for some people, the thrill of the gambling aspect of it is there.
Yeah.
So they're
No,
kind
I
of
don't know.
praying.
People like gambling.
Yeah, Chick, you know nothing about that, right?
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then 2, it's people spending money on their thing to do on their games. What's cool in the NHL shit? A lot of games doing this now. You said trading.
Well, I know like they have like because I remember from certain ones, I think it was Madden, they used to have like you get, like you said, the pro packs or whatever.
Yeah.
Of cards and people.
Yeah, you can trade with people. You can auction.
Yeah.
I could put
Yeah, you
if
can
I get
sell
a card,
cards
I
and-
can put it up for auction.
So you could
and-
buy another one, right?
And it's virtual currency
Jeez, yeah.
inside this game.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
How far this has gotten.
I just remember Tecmo Super Bowl was fucking 2 buttons and you got 6
Yeah.
plays to choose from, and if they picked
Hurt,
the same
hurt.
play, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson was the best fucking guy ever.
Couldn't you just run back a touchdown every single time with
Pretty
Bo
much
Jackson
with Bo
if
Jackson,
you did it right?
could just get people off you.
You run all the way up the one side, you turn around and run all the way down and back and pull the letter U at the bottom of the screen and then all the way back up. Yeah.
Bo knows everything.
Sure
So
does.
now this game that was somehow, I don't even remember how we started talking about this. Oh, because we were wondering what kids do on Friday nights.
This is good
I
with
imagine
the
actually
tangents.
might be a very high percentage of kids that do this on a Friday night, whereas we had our TGIF Fridays show. They play Fortnite.
Or they watch
Yeah.
people play these games.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No, that's a huge thing, too. And even at my age, dude,
I
I
feel
go
like
on YouTube.
Minecraft is a big one that the kids watch people
Yeah.
play.
Minecraft is huge. Even at my age, 35 years old, on my lunch break at work, it's kind of a nerdy, embarrassing thing to admit. But there are people on YouTube that I follow and watch that they record the gameplays and then they talk over them and they talk about stuff that happens in the game and I love it. I love watching people play games. I'm into it also.
I never understood it. I want to play it. I don't want to watch.
Right.
I was always that person when you play with like a bunch of your friends and everybody's got a call next. Like I had no patience to watch people play.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's funny because a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people that are the same people that are decked out from head to toe in their favorite player's outfit when they go to a Yankee game. And they're like, yeah, Yankees. But then they're like, I don't understand it. Why do you want to watch somebody else play the game?
Yeah.
When they're talking about a video game.
I feel like you're talking directly to me. I was looking, thank God I'm not wearing a jersey today.
Do you have a jersey?
First of all, this is definitely Chick getting in his own head because the person I was describing was decked out head to toe in Yankee gear.
Yes.
So he didn't notice that because he obviously just feels, you feel like maybe you're that guy in your own head.
Maybe
I say that to my cousins.
What?
Why do you want to watch somebody play a video game? Wouldn't
see, that's why you feel that way because it is you. I'm describing you.
It is me.
Okay.
I wasn't personally going for you. I'm describing a type of person.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. That is you.
But I never looked at it like same thing.
Yeah.
As me watching.
Did you ever think about it that way?
No. That's what
I mean,
I'm
you
saying.
go and watch sports. And I'd say this. Most of the people that watch people play video games play the video games themselves. There's rarely anybody that just turns on a game and goes, oh, I love watching this person play Tomb Raider, but I'm never going to play it. Yeah. But with sports, there are lots of people that watch the sport and don't play the sport. They probably suck at it or awful or wouldn't even want to waste their time doing
playing
it.
sports. Did I tell you guys that? We'll get into that later. Unless you want to go now.
I don't know. Should we just derail this momentum we have because Chick wants to tell us about how he's getting back into sports?
2 weeks ago, he was getting back into sports. Remember?
Yeah. No, I almost want to derail this because I want to know what the hell that even means. You're getting back into sports,
like playing them physically.
What sports are we talking
I play
about?
softball already, and I
played
played
softball for years.
I'm getting back into everybody at my job every week. They play basketball, and they just started playing soccer.
All right. So what is getting back into?
I'm going to start playing basketball and soccer with them.
Wait,
that's the story?
Yeah.
So I have to break his every time he talks. So we have to break apart everything he just said and just deteriorate it.
Yeah.
So he says, I'm getting back into it because I'm getting into it means like I'm doing it right now. But I said, what does I'm getting back into it entail? And he says, I'm going to start
playing.
I'm going to start doing it at some point. That doesn't mean you're getting back into it.
This
that
week.
means just because you had the thought.
Right. No. I was ready
just let me finish. Just let me finish.
No. Because I know where you're going. I know where you're going. And I was ready to play this week as they have it. Everybody puts in. I said I'm in. And of course, the 1 week I come to work with my shorts, my shoes, my contacts, ready to go after work. And they fucking said they didn't have enough people, so we couldn't play this week. But this week coming up, on Tuesday I'm playing soccer. Actually, Monday I got softball. Tuesday I'm playing soccer. Wednesday I'm playing basketball.
Wow. I love how in your head you're getting back into it.
He's in it.
You have not even done it yet.
But
you're getting back
into it.
All right.
Please. I've heard him say, you know what? The Chick's the number one guy who says, I'm quitting cigarettes. And he'll say with a cigarette in his hand, and I'll go, what are you smoking right now? You didn't quit. On Monday. On Monday, I'm quitting. Okay. We'll see. This is the thing.
Yeah, he's a typical diet starts Monday guy.
I'm a big Monday guy.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
All right.
Let's hear.
Have you ever tried to quit cigarettes?
I quit for 13 months, and then the Giants won the Super Bowl, and I started.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Forgot.
Come on, remember this podcast?
Yes.
A bunch of savages.
So this guy is such a big sports fan that his team loses the Super Bowl.
Won the Super Bowl. We're not the Jets.
Oh,
Jets won in '69, pal.
Yeah, exactly.
So they won. So you smoked to celebrate?
Yeah, it was a celebratory pack.
And then you never stopped.
Yeah. Once you have one,
a celebratory pack.
See, now the equivalent of that with video games is, I watched my favorite streamer. He beat the end boss, so I started smoking cigarettes. For some reason, people are more inclined to, I would believe that your story makes sense somehow because it's related to sports. Oh, yeah, I get it. Sports. But then when you talk about video games, they'll be like, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I'd be like, well, you're dressed up like you're fucking playing for the Cavs.
You're dressed up like a grown man.
You're dressed up like another grown man. And it's not even
Probably younger than
Halloween.
you.
If it was
definitely
Halloween,
younger than
He's
you.
younger than you.
You know what my problem
you're
is?
a white man. You're an overweight white man with 3 children and a wife, but you're dressed up like LeBron James. It's not Halloween, yet you're making fun of this kid for watching another kid play a video game. Okay. All right, have fun
You know
with
what
that.
I think the perception of that is? A video game is something you could get it and just play it. You don't need, like, to play professional basketball or whatever. You got to be pretty good. But you're right. You could still play it on
Professional? Who says you're going to be professional? There's a basketball in the trunk of my car. If I walk to the corner, I just throw it at the basketball hoop. And I said, there we go. I just shot hoops for the day. I literally throw a ball at a circular hoop. I could put a crate on the ground and throw a ball.
This isn't going to
in it.
be me anymore. I'm going to be playing everything that I watch.
I like it.
Okay.
I like this.
I can't wait to hear more about this.
I can't wait. I said if I don't have a heart attack next week, I can't wait to talk about this on the podcast.
You think you're going to lose some weight?
I think naturally me doing exercise, if I do it, will make me lose weight.
Yeah. Isn't that how it works?
I think so.
Is that how the
But
whole
I'm not
exercise
sure.
thing works
I'm not
naturally?
sure.
If you start to
But
move
I'm just saying
your
it
body
wasn't
around?
a plan, but I'm sure I will.
Would you take like steps to try to lose weight? Because you know I'm on Jenny Craig. I'm trying to
Johnny Craig?
Johnny Craig. Like, would you like, or are you just at the level where it's like screw it?
I always like to say screw it, and then I have my moments where I'm like, nah, I got to do it. So I'd like to think that I will.
Okay.
At some point.
All right. Like, when do you think the tipping point would be?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Because you got to like rein it in before it gets.
You got to really hit. Like I'm like a happy unhealthy person right now.
Yeah.
So it's tough, and I wish I wasn't happy because it's like hard to hit that spot where it's like, oh
Right.
my God, I'm so miserable. I need
Would you
to-
say that you're at the happiest you've ever been now?
in a long time? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah, you seem like a happy guy.
I am.
For somebody
That's
who
good.
has
Very
so
happy.
little, you have so much.
Because it's not about what you have. I'm
Yeah.
just a happy. I got 2 jobs.
It's not
I
about
like doing
possessions.
this. I just got life is good, man.
Yeah.
My little nephews. There's more to be happy about than miserable about. I've already come to a realization that I'm never going to be loaded and have much. So I'm just happy, here. Happy
Good.
here.
That doesn't have to be a realization either. There's plenty of time left in your life, especially if
Yeah.
you do decide to get into this basketball, soccer.
Yeah. There's so much money in
streak,
athletics.
and you're gonna lose all that weight. You're gonna become a huge professional athlete.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna videotape you and we're gonna put you on.
Yeah, we got to
YouTube.
figure out
We're going to
how we're
definitely
going to
do this, everybody. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Can't wait for
8
that.
out of 10.
Oh,
Cannot wait
I
for
can't
this.
wait. I really just want to put that video up and read the comments.
Yeah.
We need more comments from everybody.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would you like it if we had more comments on our social media?
Yes. I love comments. I like hearing from the people.
You want people to specifically say hello? Actually,
I don't care if they say hello, fuck you, or whatever they say. I want feedback, good or bad.
I found out who our listener from North Korea is.
We have 51 listens from North Korea. Is it? I know who it is.
Yeah, he said you would know who it is. I don't know if I should say his name, so I'm not gonna. But I can say
I know
first
exactly
name.
who it is. He's a redhead.
His name is Pete, and he sent a
That's
message.
so funny. I never even thought. I knew it. That's funny you brought it up now because I actually looked at this the other day, and I have no idea who the British. Because you got decent ones from Great Britain, and I was thinking, who's Republic? Korea. And now that I just thought it just hit me before you said his name. I was like, oh shit, you're right.
Wow, break that down again for us.
Yeah,
Even longer this time. Like, what the fuck was that? He just spent 30 seconds
On
explaining his
nothing.
brain process to how he tried to. Oh, yo, I figure. All right.
Wait, so how do you know that?
I can waste just as much time busting your balls for it, but I'll move forward.
How do you know that this particular? Did he reach out to you?
Yeah, he DM'd. Actually, he had a comment about the golfing with Adolf on the 4th
Oh,
of
did he?
July, and he said he loved that story.
Oh, that
And
was
I
such
said,
a good one.
That's great.
That was
We
great.
actually got a DM about it. And
DM on what? The Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we ever get any other DMs?
I forget
We
what I was
don't know
going with
about
this.
that because we
Something-
don't get to see what goes on Instagram anymore.
Yeah. He said, who's this chick? And I said, no, it's Taylor. I said,
Hey, whoa.
Chick's not allowed to use the Instagram anymore.
You're Tbriz.
It's tbriz.
Yeah,
Tbriz.
Taylor.
Get out of here.
My real name
Who
is
the hell's
Taylor.
Taylor?
Bangarang. Can we just call me Taylor from now on? Let's change the old adult babies with B Chick and Taylor.
And Taylor.
Taylor Briz. Tbriz.
Tbriz, the
I like-
two-man Taylor.
By the way, I'm working on my website, tbriz.com. I'm starting to put some stuff up there. So,
Yeah, I saw the.
Let's get people to go to our website first.
yeah.
Hey, we can spread the love everywhere.
I'm joking. Go for it.
What about your website?
Fatass.com. That's just
I was
a
just
cheap.
gonna say
That was just a
YouPorn.
cheap shot. YouPorn.
I did see that you showed me that video last week. Are you going to put that up there? Really cool video.
It's up there. It's a time lapse of me drawing
it's up there.
something with commentary and music behind it. But I need feedback. I don't know what to do.
Dude,
I'm drawing
you know what
stuff.
your feedback needs to be? Stop second guessing yourself and fucking put it out there.
Just do stuff.
do it,
just
bro.
do it.
I'm having fun with it.
Who
but
cares if you put out one that's not good and then you put out another one that is good? Like, chances are they're all going to be pretty good. So I don't, you're an idiot. Just do it.
I'm making beats lately.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Can you make a beat
What was
for
that?
me and B to rap over? And we
I just tried to open.
release it
Oh
on the
god!
show?
I just tried to open something on my laptop while we're doing this.
It wasn't a smart
Actually, it's
idea.
funny that you said that because I was gonna open up a quick beat real quick and show. it
That
to
would
you.
be a
That'd make-
great idea.
I don't
we
know
can have
how-
a rap battle.
We can make
You
a
wanna
rap,
do a rap battle?
Yeah.
Yes, but I have to write the lyrics at home.
Yeah, we do. I can't.
Like we can't spit off the dome. I just
me and B have a rap.
Maybe I
fucking
can.
freestyle.
when I rap against my friend.
Here, you want to hear it? I have something
Yeah.
right now.
Can you send us the beat separately
You
so we
gotta
can both
send-
write to it?
I don't know if it's gonna play. Is that it? Is it playing?
No,
No, I don't hear.
I don't hear
anything.
anything.
I don't know. Do you hear anything?
I don't hear a damn thing.
Can
We'll
we really
figure
do
this out on our own though, but we'll do it. We're gonna do this rap battle.
I like it. You're going down, sucker.
Fuck you, son.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, I'll show it.
I'm gonna totally be.
I'm gonna
rabbit
put it
you.
up on the website anyway.
You can't.
I can't be rabbit you.
So
If Chick did a rap, what do you think he'd rap about? B, you answer this. Chick, don't tell us. B, what do you think Chick would rap about? Go.
like softball. It'd be softball. Like a lot of like nonsense.
I'm such a prick. Like, so why are you even friends with me, Chick? Because in my head, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna rap about McDonald's, bro.
Oh my god. That's the first thing I thought of, and I didn't say it. I'm
Because
like,
it sounded
"Oh."
mean?
Yes.
Why
Yeah,
is
well,
that mean? I like
I don't know.
McDonald's.
I love how you just own it too. You're like, well, I
Yeah.
fucking love McDonald's. So I
Yeah.
guess I just know you then.
Yeah,
It
you
shows
do. You
why
know
we're
me
such-
well. That's why we're best buds.
Yeah.
So rap about. You got that fucking value
Fresh
meal.
out of the drive-through.
I got breakfast at Mickey D's. I said, you want that Happy Meal? I said, nah, I'm getting older. I want that adult meal. She said, you want regular orange juice? I said, nah, I want orange soda.
And put some extra ice because I think I want it colder.
Woo! Woo! Fire.
Chick?
I
Chick?
rhyme and I spit. I spit and I rhyme.
Oh, good, good. You just did somebody else's thing.
Yeah, Dylan,
I wouldn't
Dylan,
expect anything
Dylan.
else from you.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen in the rap
Oh,
battle. Me
God.
and you are gonna try to get creative and come up with stuff, and
Then I'm
he's
gonna come out
he's
with
just gonna
fire.
quote like
Nas.
Chappelle Show, Nas, Method Man.
His rap
Wu-Tang
battle is going to
Clan.
be like his stories. It's just going to be a lot of dead
Other
ends.
people's stuff.
It's just going to be nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's try to do that. Let's you get the beat together and we can all come back.
No, Taylor's not allowed to write anything on this because he's already a music head of us. Like this.
Yeah, but Taylor's part of the show.
Yeah, I know, but he was writing the beat for us, and he's gonna judge it.
Well, maybe I need to be a part of it, so
Yeah, I think-
we can just have an ace in the pocket that it's actually going to be good.
Yeah. By the way, maybe we can bring somebody else in to judge it.
Oh,
I don't know.
Special guest. We can bring back your bro on that one.
maybe he can.
He's gonna want to rap on it too, though.
Yeah, but he's pretty good, so we can't have him do that. Come on.
Honestly, this sounds like a disaster to begin
Yeah.
with. I just see this being awful.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
terrible.
so bad. It's gonna be so bad. It's good.
But I think it'll be good.
Exactly.
And also, we're doing stuff where we talk about the show while we're doing the show. So we'll talk about it later.
That's the thing. Sometimes
I
things.
like when we brainstorm on air.
Yeah. Do you think anybody else does?
I don't even know how the hell we got here. What were we talking about?
This whole episode is gonna be like, where the fuck are we going, and
Yeah.
where? How did we get there?
Should we switch to the story I have?
Yeah.
It's a
Yes,
little
I
topic.
can't wait
Please.
for that one.
So,
I actually think it's a pretty good episode.
yeah, thanks for saying that on the episode about the episode.
It was a good episode.
How many gigantic dregs
See?
of that weed pen
What's
has
he
he
doing?
taken today? He
Dying
his
over there?
face is turning red. He's laughing so hard.
His little feet start to shake.
All the oxygen cells have been replaced with THC cells.
Yes.
So, all right, I wanted to actually have something written down here because we've just been bantering for about a half hour.
Hey,
It's
we
been
made this episode somewhat long.
absolute fucking nonsense.
This is the nonsense episode, 100%.
I like that.
This just gets us back into our routine.
Yeah. Guys, we're coming back strong
Next week.
But
No, actually, in 2 weeks.
So, this is what I wanted to talk about. I had a situation this week that, for me, left me feeling a little bit awkward, and then
well, you're talking to the right guys.
yeah, B, you can relate to this,
Yeah.
I think. Not only did it leave me feeling awkward, I often encounter situations like this where then I can't help but have deep thoughts about them for an unusually long amount of time. So what happened was I saw somebody I knew. Why is Chick making faces?
I'm not making.
He's
He
just
made a face at
because
me.
I just keep hearing. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just keep hearing his smoke thing go, and then like a cloud of smoke goes past my face.
I'm done.
Like, just put it down.
I was just taking
Go
a
on.
break.
Go on.
Sure,
Sorry.
that's it. You know what?
Are you just deleting this episode right now?
And we're gone, everybody.
Fucking done with you guys. So I saw somebody I knew. I went to say hello. It was sort of an informal gathering type thing, and a lot of people were trying to say hello to this person. So I just wanted to say a quick hello. And it's a woman, and I wanted to do a handshake hello.
Yes.
Everybody's handshaking. The guys are handshaking. The women are handshaking. And I wanted to just do a quick hello handshake.
Yeah.
This gets great.
Yeah. So I reached my hand out. I said, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." She said, "Hey," like more excited than
Right.
with all the other people. And her arms went out sort of like in a V, like to the sides, like, "Hey," like a hug.
Did she come in? Did she come in tight?
Well, it was no, it was awkward. She kind of came in a little bit, and I leaned back a little bit when like
Yeah.
You
extended.
actually leaned back.
I extended my hand because I had kind of in my head solidified we're doing a handshake. Like
whoa, lady, like that?
yeah, it's like that. So she did it. She took my hand, but then she leaned in to do. I guess it felt like it was turning into a half hug now. This is kind of turning in my head. I go, all right, we're doing this.
Yep.
So I leaned.
Doing this.
So I leaned in a tiny bit, but it was very awkward because I didn't lean in enough that it was like a hug. So it was like the two of us arched over in a weird like archway shape, like two hunched over old people, sort of like with canes that's shaped.
It's
Matching
like
that
the hug from Step
silhouette.
Brothers.
Yeah, and then so I'm figuring, all right, it's a half hug. Like, so I put I'm shaking her hand with my right hand. I put my left arm around to like do a little awkward shoulder pat, like a little
Yes.
pat on the shoulder. But then she comes in to do a kiss on the cheek, and the timing was just so off that I had already reluctantly given in to the other half greeting, half hug situations that I didn't commit to this kiss on the cheek. And she came in and she was so committed to try to give you the kiss on the cheek, but because of the way I was leading it, it came in and she got me on the neck.
That is
You like this?
sexy.
So she kissed me on the neck. And you know, this is the thing about a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
It's not really often a lips you touch
cheek to cheek.
It's cheek to cheek with a
It's
kissy
Yeah, it
sound.
is, yeah.
It's a
You kiss the air with
Mwah.
a kiss in the air, and it's cheek to cheek.
yeah. Sometimes even a throw. Mwah.
Yeah.
The Europeans do both sides. Mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't even.
Can't get over.
They
the
don't
neck
even do
kiss.
cheek to cheek. They
People-
just kiss the air and put each other's face. They dance.
That's what I like. I
a
hate
little
going,
dance shuffle with
I
the
want to
face.
kiss your
La-da-dee.
fucking cheek.
Sometimes you see people come at you and their lips are
just
so
like
it's like
puckered the
you're just
fuck up.
trying to get away,
Yeah.
like the lips is running away off the side of the
I
head.
thought you were
Just
talking about the people who puckering up to go right in on like.
no. I've
No.
seen that too.
But a good way to bring that up would be Or the people that do this.
Why would I do?
I don't know. I'm just trying to bust your balls. Fucking ignore me.
We will not.
I'll get a chance to bust his balls better later.
Of course.
I just take every opportunity I get.
Yeah, just keep rolling with them. Sometimes they hit,
sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't.
It's all right.
And even I realize it. I'm sorry, chick.
It's okay.
We're still friends, right?
Yeah, I love you.
All right. Wow, that's gay.
Okay.
But that's all right.
You guys
I'm secure. I'm
you guys
secure in
gonna
my
kiss on the
What's
sexuality.
cheek?
gay about?
There's
You're gonna
nothing-
kiss your neck?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being gay either.
No, there's not.
You know, if a man accidentally kissed my neck, so what?
So what?
That's
But
so,
it
I
wasn't-
just love awkward.
That would have been just as awkward. It would have been just as
love
awkward.
it.
But it was a female, and she kissed me on the neck, and
Did she acknowledge the neck
And-
kiss as awkward? Like, was there a
no.
look like, sorry?
you know, it's these types of situations where I don't know if the other person feels as awkward as
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
There's no way she just kissed your neck and didn't feel like that was
Yeah. You
think-
awkward.
Yeah.
What do you think was going on in her head?
Just
Like,
let it
oh my
go and
god,
just-
why did I just
Oh,
kiss his
boy.
neck? That was weird.
She's probably thinking, why the fuck did I just do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe she blamed
definitely-
it on me. Like,
Yeah.
why didn't he move in? I was going to do a side kiss, Cheek,
Why did
and then
she
I wound
want to
up.
hug you over everybody else?
Yeah.
Or,
What
may-
is-
or maybe she just thought,
Did you bang this
"Ooh,
boy?
his neck is
Yeah, what is this
salty."
relationship you have?
Yeah.
We're friendly. We talk,
Okay.
and so then I felt inclined because, like, this sort of reminds me of the Adolf story last week.
Yeah.
I'm just this podcast is almost like therapy. I say things out loud and I examine these situations I'm in, and then I
And you wanna
realize
talk about
Yeah.
it again.
and I realize my behavior and why did I act that way. And you know what? This is what happened. The awkward neck kiss happened. And I would want nothing more than to just let it go and forget it and actually laugh and go, "Ha, you just kissed my neck accidentally. Was that weird? I don't know." Why would I say that? That's even more weird.
Yeah.
See? What a record.
No, I don't. I'm the guy who totally brings out the awkwardness to be more awkward.
Yeah.
So anyway, now I realize, okay, we kind of had this big greeting. So I feel inclined, instead of just saying like, "Oh, nice to see you, good to see you, bye," like my original plan was, because of this whole awkward interaction, my awkward levels go up. And now I feel inclined to ask her more in detailed questions about how she's been. So I said,
Well,
"Hey."
you guys have been intimate already, so
You guys you already necked.
Oh God.
yeah.
So
How
I
old is this lady?
she's
I just want to get like a visual. Okay. all right.
maybe mid to late 40s.
Okay.
She's very nice person. The other awkward thing is because her husband was there, and he was like sitting somewhere behind her, and just that happened, and I'm like, "God, it was weird. Like, she kissed me on the neck. Did anyone see that?" And I look around,
You
and I
see
look
the
at her.
husband sitting there with a.
He's just sitting there, mad dogging me. No, he didn't see it.
So you started asking questions.
I said, "Hey, how you been? You know, I heard. Didn't you move somewhere last time I saw you? I thought you were moving. Blah blah blah." And
Yeah.
And now we're just in a conversation, which I didn't expect to have, and I feel awkward about it because I
You
can
guys
still
are not big fans of socializing.
no, because as I'm talking to her, I can still feel the spot on my neck, sort of to where
Her
she
lip
kissed
gloss.
me,
Is it
like a
like
lip
burning?
gloss, or like it's something like the sweat is
Boiling.
the lip juices are evaporating off my neck, making that spot a little bit cooler than the rest of my neck, and it's just like freaking me out. Anyway, so in general, this whole thing makes me realize that I have issues. And what is that? Like, what's the greeting too? And what's when do you kiss somebody hello? When do you not?
You only kiss somebody hello, in my opinion, if you really know them well.
Yes, I agree. But then I've gone out like for work things, and then you're with women that you barely talk to at work, and now
they all wanna hug
since
and
you're
kiss.
out of work, now we can give you a hug and a kiss. It's a little weird.
Right. Because
Like-
you're not going to go back to work the next day and then
You would
start
never-
kissing them every single morning you walk into work.
If you work
Imagine
with
not
somebody,
going around the office and kissing every woman
Yes.
that works there. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oops, accidentally got you in the neck.
yeah. Yet
Sorry
the
about
second
that.
we get out of the office, now we're in a social setting, so we have to touch our cheeks together with each other.
Gotta touch
Come
our
on,
cheeks together with each other.
I got a little pitchy there.
No, I'm
I
with
don't know,
you.
it just
and I
bothers
feel
me.
that the pitch explains the feeling behind
Yeah.
it. It's like,
No,
really?
I'm only gonna kiss somebody I'm
Really?
only gonna give somebody a kiss on the cheek if I like them. If I don't like you, I won't even make it.
Friends,
possible.
even like, but people I know, like I see, it's just, it's certain people that I don't know. Like I always kiss people on the cheek like all the time.
I will kiss a lady on the cheek, and then if the next person let's say it's a couple people out, I'll give like somebody, if I know them well, I'll give them a kiss on the cheek, and then if it's like a friend of theirs and like, oh, this is this person, then I'll just give them a handshake.
Yeah, I'll do that. If it's like people I know, but it's just, to me, it's the awkward situations where it's like, where you have a relationship with this person and there's no kissing on the cheek ever, but then you're in a certain situation and now, and then what do you do next time? Now, is this our relationship now? Now that we kiss on the cheek? Is that who we are?
Thinking this.
You think?
I agree.
It's just,
once you do it once, you gotta always do it.
No, that's so not true.
Yeah.
That's the way I think.
No.
Like, now what do you do? That's why I don't say goodbye to people.
Because
I just leave.
Chick, this is why Chick has no problem with this, because Chick doesn't give a shit about other people and how they feel.
Oh, it's obvious.
That's so not.
He's a complete.
That is very true.
He's an absolute sociopath.
Yeah.
Okay. Me and B, we have this thing. It's called empathy, where we can understand that other people. We have the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. And now this is what I'm thinking. Maybe B's with me on this. He gives somebody a kiss on the cheek a few times, and then one day I don't. That other person might be offended.
And now what?
Do
we go
now? They go, why didn't he kiss me on the cheek? He always kissed me on the cheek. You know what? I'm not talking to him anymore. And now
this is crazy to me. This is crazy talk to me. I just don't get it.
Because all people are crazy on the inside.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I would think there's not that many people that aren't crazy.
Well, my sister-in-law, sometimes we'll kiss her low on the cheek, sometimes we don't. That's a perfect example.
Yeah, I guess I have that.
But she'll never get offended. She probably thinks it's weirder when we do. It's probably more awkward when we do than when we don't.
I was dating a girl, like I guess a couple years ago, and and like I met her grandmother for the first time.
You gotta give her a kiss on the cheek.
Well, I tried. I was like, "Is this what I do?" And she like turned me down. She turned the kiss down. And like as if I didn't have enough things. Like she was very
of that face.
Well, she gave me a look like, "What are you doing?" Like, and she moved over.
What do you got? Some kind of granny fetish? Get off me!
It was very weird. Because I already had anxiety. No, I already had anxiety going into like kissing her on the cheek because I just had met her that day. It's like somebody's grandmother that I'm dating, and I barely know the family, and now I'm kissing the grandmother on the cheek, and then I get shot down.
I can't believe you got shot down.
Oh, yeah. Here's another scenario that bugs me out sometimes is the very first meeting of somebody I don't know.
Yeah.
And handshake.
It's handshake, but sometimes they come in for the
if someone's going
kiss.
in for you, just do it. Suck it up.
Yeah, but you don't think, what are we doing here? I just...
No, I don't get like, oh my God, she's coming in. Like, it's going to be a kiss on the cheek, and that's it.
I get like that. Though.
I need to know.
Like that. I get like a little like, oh, is this what we're doing? Oh, okay. And then I get, is that? Oh, all right. Should I? I don't know what to do. Now I feel weird. Now I'm going to start an awkward conversation to boot.
I need to know where this plane is landing.
Like you guys get yourselves in more awkward conversations because of how awkward.
You're probably right. I need to know where this plane is landing. Once it takes off, I need to know where it goes. Okay?
It's going right in that fucking hairy cheek of yours.
Bangarang.
Bangarang.
Why do you keep saying that?
Bangarang.
Yeah, but why do you keep saying it? Is this a new catchphrase? Do you have a catchphrase now?
It's Captain Hook. What's that from?
What? Is that from
the movie Hook?
Oh, that is.
Rufio.
Okay.
Rufio.
I get it, but are you using it as like a...
Is that your new thing, Bangarang?
Like, what's happening?
You know,
I almost mentioned it the first time, but now we're 2 times in, and it's like, okay, is this a
I
thing?
was just going with it. I love it.
Yeah,
thank you, Chick.
This is again. This podcast just points all our personalities out. Chickalo goes right. He goes right with it. Bangarang! Me right away. I'm like thinking like, why is he saying that? What is he doing?
Is that something I don't know?
And now I'm like, do they have an inside joke against me because they're both laughing at it? What's happening here?
Bangarang.
Thank you, Chick.
God, this guy
took the words right out of my mouth. Chick, you're a mind reader lately. Bangarang, bro. Bangarang.
You just go for whatever comes. You just pick it right up like it's yours. Like it's.
So, all right.
What do you mean? He stole
No. No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like you just join in on that on his phrase. Like I don't even know why he's saying it.
Yeah,
but you say it without question.
Yeah.
Bangarang. Bangarang.
Jesus Christ.
Bangarang.
Actually, the other day I was talking to my brother.
Are you leaving?
He's getting up.
I've been standing up a lot.
All right, Bangarang.
Down. Bangarang. It
See you
fits
later.
with everything, no matter what.
I'm convinced you guys are speaking about me in some kind of pig Latin.
Bangarang. So wait, what were we talking about before we started banging rangs left and right?
I honestly totally forgot.
Kissing and awkward interactions
Yes.
and how awkward me and B are.
Yeah. I did it last night at a show.
You were
Did what?
awkward at a show?
I did. Yeah. Well,
Comedy
Kiss
show?
somebody's
Yep.
cheek
Comedy
or their
show.
neck?
I did. My show was ending. It was around 10:30. There was another one coming up after. So like the audience from the next one started filing in, and there was like this drunk guy. He was hammered. Like he called out my name
hammered.
when they introduced me. He was like, "Brother," and I was like, "Do I even know this guy?" And like I'm trying to look, and like I definitely don't know him. He's laughing at everything I'm saying. I'm not doing great, but he's laughing. And then as I leave, it was over. I leave, and I was walking up the steps, and like the guy was still standing there, and I saw him. I like made eye contact with him, but the whole way walking there, I'm like, I know I'm gonna walk past him. Do I make eye contact with him? What do I do? And then I just give him a little nod, and then he mumbled something, and then like he went to take out his hand. Like now we're shaking hands. And like the same thing as the Aziz Ansari thing.
That was
he
great,
did
that
he
story.
did the pound, and I did the shake. And I was like, I'm sorry. And he goes, it's all right. And I felt like maybe this guy liked my set, but then lost all respect for me once I messed up the handshake. So this happened.
Damn.
This happened last night to me.
When you
This
meet
is exactly
a guy,
what goes on in my head.
Yeah.
The same type of stuff you're just explaining. Absolute insanity.
It's so dumb.
what I don't get is
Catastrophically projecting
And then,
about a 4-second greeting that's about to take place the entire approach
It just-
up to it.
I think
I'm
all
like, how
men,
do I
your
do this?
first
What do I
time
do?
you meet another man, you fucking handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
I agree. But
I could do that. And you know what? That
Until you
makes it
start
easy.
getting close with somebody and start doing other shit, like it's a fucking handshake.
I'm
It's the
usually
first time
pretty
you met
good
'em.
going in knowing what I'm going to do.
Yes. Yeah.
It's when the other person switches it up and it throws
Don't
me
throw
off
a
that I
curveball.
start
And you
losing
make
my
them
balance.
feel bad. Like, what are you doing?
Don't throw a
Well, fucking
curveball at
handshake.
me.
Oh, you hear his strategy? I kind of like that. Say it again.
Oh,
Make them feel wrong. Like, what are you doing? I'm trying to give you a handshake.
I have a problem with making people.
you know what? I
think,
like that. This is confident.
Yeah.
That's confident.
By the way,
I just met you. Give me a fucking handshake, you
dude,
pussy.
shake my hand like a man.
That's what you tell us. Yeah, shake my hand like a man.
Right.
What is
now,
this?
now
pound
undo
shit?
my zipper and fondle my nuts.
kiss me on the neck
Look,
and tell me you love me, Bangarang.
Bangarang.
By the way, that awkward handshake last night got so in my head all the way up to as I was getting my Uber, I was still thinking about it. That when I got in my Uber to go to Penn Station, I got in my Uber and the guy's like, "Where are you going?" And I said Penn Station. He goes, "Oh, because you put Pennsylvania in here." So I was like overthinking the stupid handshake that I actually typed in Pennsylvania.
You're such an
like
embarrassment.
You know what? It's embarrassing that you think I'm an embarrassment. That is the most embarrassing thing. So yeah. Hey, listen. That's who I am. Love it or leave it. Bangarang. Now I'm saying it. Jesus.
Bangarang. Let's all say Bangarang this week to everyone we know.
Bangarang. Let's bring it.
Bangarang. Bangarang. I'm going to say that to my boss. Taylor, did you do that? Finish that assignment yet? Bangarang, boss. Bangarang.
Bangarang.
Say it so
I'm
many
going to
different
use
ways.
that. I'm definitely going to use it.
I am too.
Bangarang
even
like
know
an
why.
orangutan.
Does it mean something though?
It's just
Like-
Just like a...
what Rufio yells
yeah.
in Captain
Like,
Hook.
yeah.
Exactly. It's just like a, weepa.
Oh.
It's a cheer of sorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a
I like to bring cheer.
exclamation of.
There's a, did you ever guys hear the thing on Netflix? It's called Unexplained.
Did you ever
Did you ever
guys?
guys hear the? Did you ever guys hear the thing on Netflix?
I don't think you were gonna get
Did you
past
ever
that
guys-
one.
Yeah, we both got that one.
Did you ever guys? What do we see on
It's
that?
called Unexplained, and the last that
Is
everyone.
it only about you? The most unexplainable character.
So every week they release a 15-minute episode about like a random topic that they just go into and explain. And this last one was on exclamation points. It was actually pretty interesting.
Interesting.
But anyway,
Thanks for putting exclamation point in that.
Every time I say something, Taylor just goes.
Because I'm coming up with something to say to bust your balls.
I
Because
know.
the only thing I can think of that's more boring than you talking about a show that explains exclamation points is that the show. Like, was it good?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Kept him entertained.
How long is it?
15-minute episodes.
15 minutes about what exclamation points are?
That seems like a lot of time.
just fucking.
It's not what they are. It's just about the use.
Where'd
of
they
them.
come from?
Well, how people use them and how over time, like, they're getting used more, and it's. It was interesting. It wasn't great.
But see what I mean? Like it's like 20 seconds, and I feel like, that's what exclamation points are.
What did you learn from
They
it?
do that for 15 minutes straight.
I did learn that writers usually hate using them, and that because of social media, that people are like using them like crazy now, even in professional environments. And they also say that when a woman uses it in a professional environment, it's completely acceptable, but when a man uses it in a professional environment, it's completely frowned upon.
Is it? I work in a professional environment, something that you two probably aren't very used to.
Kiss my ass, I do.
I used to work in a professional environment, but things
Chick,
happened.
Do you have email at work? Do you send emails?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
All we do is emails.
Oh, he does emails. B, do you do when you?
I
where
don't
you work,
use them
do you
because of
emails?
that. I never use exclamations.
I email bookers.
There you go.
No, I don't.
Exclamation points?
Yeah.
Hi! Exclamation point.
Yeah. Hey!
When I work with, I do notice that more and more men are starting to use exclamation points.
Yeah.
But the females seem to use it a lot more. And this is the thing. We talked about greetings in this episode. We could talk about goodbyes in an email at work, because I also, believe it or not, spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I should
You do your
end
signature?
an email. Because
I have my
some people
signatures.
this is some of the examples, and people who work in an office will get this, or anyone who writes emails. Some people just write sincerely. I remember sincerely being the classic one.
Yeah,
in
it's always-
school, when they taught you how to do letter writing, you'd say sincerely, and then you'd print your name, and then you'd sign your name.
Yes.
Sincerely, Tbriz Brown.
All right, you're giving up a lot of stuff about yourself this episode.
My name is Taylor Brown.
I think we.
My address is. So sincerely was a good. Truly yours.
I
forget what I had.
That's not a professional one though.
Nah.
That's more like
I use thank you or
a
have a
pen
good day.
pal love letter. If you're writing one of your.
All of my emails end with thank you now.
Just thank you.
It says thank you, my name, my title, my address, and my email.
I like that. I do thanks with a comma, and then
See, to me,
Taylor.
thanks is not
Thanks,
like to
Taylor.
me in work. I always use thank you. I'll never say thanks. It's too. To me, it's not formal.
Interesting. I forget. I used to have one of those at my old job when I did send a lot of emails. I did have one of those things too,
Yeah,
but
the
I forget what it was.
signatures, it's called signature.
But I forget what it was.
Some people say thanks and best regards. Some people say
regards.
best, comma.
Best regards. I say
Best
a lot.
wishes.
I don't see thank you a lot, but this is the difference. Take any of those and put an exclamation point at the end of it. Thanks! With the exclamation point. That's what Thank you! Oh, God. My neighbor's going to hate us today.
Yeah.
And that's, by neighbors, I mean the people that live upstairs while we do this podcast. We have people upstairs that listen to the
What
three
was
of
that
us
show
yell.
with the fucking the broom? Was that Friends?
Friends.
When the person down.
That's a lot of shows. That's actually a lot of real life situations, too.
Yeah.
By the way, we're just with emails. I get a lot of Facebook messages from other comedians and stuff
Oh, Bangarang?
So I got one last night actually, and it just says, "Hey Brendan, do you have a following on Long Island?" With a question
I
mark.
remember you sending that.
Didn't you obviously said yes, right?
I wrote back, "Yup, sometimes my entire family comes out to see me." He hasn't written back yet.
Yeah.
That's a great response.
Yeah.
Fuck that,
That is
question.
funny. Yeah, because as a comedian, that you're I could see that that's a joke and it's funny,
Yeah, I don't know.
but I don't know if he sees it that way.
Probably not.
That's why it's even better.
I get so much weird stuff. Thanks for your friendship. I'm gonna look at some of your shows on YouTube. And then you come into the NBC auditions in August, all just random stuff,
From who?
just people,
So you
just
going to that
comedians,
NBC
comedians
audition?
I don't even know, bookers.
Why don't you start talking to these people?
Because it's all bullshit. I looked at the one guy. He
networking is real bullshit.
because when I know code words, so when he says whatever he said. If you have a big following on Long Island,
He really means do you have a big dick?
no,
And if you say yes, he wants you're going to want a picture next.
that's code word for can you get a lot of people to come out to a bringer show, which is like those shows where you have to bring like 8 people for them to perform.
And
so like, I know what it is.
It's not a fucking show.
Yeah,
it's a show where you bring people and the promoters make money.
Yes,
and
they make money and I don't make
maybe
anything.
one person from somebody else's group stays and watches you, but doesn't really give a shit anyway.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
And I'll do that I'll do that at like some of the big clubs. But with the big clubs, you get people to see you, but not these shitty ones on Long Island. No, sir.
Oh, he's too good for that.
Thanks.
You guys are too good for that. You wouldn't do that either. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm a lot of inside baseball with comedy talk here.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Bangarang.
Bangarang.
Guys,
I don't like this bangarang. It's got to go.
Why? I want
because it's making me feel uncomfortable.
Bangarang.
Bangarang.
Yeah.
Bangarang.
Suck it, B. Bangarang.
Fuck you, B.
Bangarang. You know what? Instagram post, Bangarang. Rufio's going up all week when this episode is up.
Yeah.
I'm putting Rufio on an Instagram stories like crazy. Bangarang.
I like the Napoleon Dynamite one.
Oh, you did?
It was good.
I did. I was a big fan of that.
Bangarang. Guys, let's put a fucking fork in this Bangarang. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. I can't believe we
call
made
it
it this long.
Bangarang.
Boom. Bang. Bang.
I like it.
Bang. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Thanks, everybody, for listening to the Adult Baby Show. You can go to our website, www.adultbabyshow.com. Connect with us on social media. Please help us out. Rate us, like us, subscribe to us on YouTube.
Review us.
Yeah. That's going to let him. I don't know what I'm saying.
Wow.
You're attempting to make fun of Chick.
Yeah.
I had a nice flow going there, Chick. I actually was getting everything out, and he just had to chime in like a kindergartner at recess. There he goes again. There he goes again. Thank God, B. It is the end of the episode, and he just started getting fired up.
Oh, yeah. Here he is. Oh, look, here he is.
Jesus Christ.
Look who's arrived.
Pop another Ritalin and take another hit of that weed pen, will you? Everybody, thanks for listening. Come back next week. Tell your friends. Please share us around and do what you can to spread the word if you enjoyed it.
We love you.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Thank you.
Bangarang.